Yo, what up, family? Hello. Good morning to all you brilliant, beautiful, abundantly blessed beings, and welcome back to yet another present moment. This is Ace Anderson Live, where we connect every Monday morning to provide you with weekly inspirational and entrepreneurial tips and tricks to help you ace your life. Now, I want to congratulate you for making it to yet another beautiful dawn with me, your dedicated guide on this journey of self-discovery and growth. It is your dedication to it is your dedication to starting the day with positivity that makes the A-Team extraordinary. Now, if you don't know by now, I am an actor, rapper, filmmaker, poet, the ace of all trades, the modern Renaissance man, Ace Anderson, and I'm so happy to be here with you for another blessed and abundant week. Now, as we embrace this first light together, I want to extend a special shout out to all the early morning risers joining in live. And I want you to grab your favorite morning brew. Mine is normally alkaline water, but today I'm drinking a little protein shake before my workout today. Let's explore, illuminate, and inspire ourselves to be better with mindful conversation. Now, today I'm going to talk a little bit about why exactly you're not rich yet. And I know this is something that a lot of people want to talk about. Everybody wants to be wealthy, or at least not have to worry about money, not have to worry about day-to-day bills and expenses and all of those things. And so I'd love to be able to explore that, especially, I'm not just going to be talking to you. I don't want y'all to feel like I'm talking at you. I want to have this conversation for myself as well. There's a lot of aspects of what we're going to talk about today that I also feel are things that kind of hold me back in a way. So as we embark on this week's adventure, let's remember to align our hearts with fruit of the Spirit. That's love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Let us trust these divine 9 to guide us on the path to living a life that resonates deeply with our most authentic desires. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Now, every episode, I remind you all of the fruit of the Spirit. And why is that? Because the fruit of the Spirit are the 9 elements of life that make life great and abundant. The fruit of the Spirit is the vibrational frequency that your spirit, your inner being, is always operating at. Hello. And I want to just make it abundantly clear that it is so important to be at that frequency at all stages of your life if you want to manifest the things that you most desire in life. And if you're not manifesting the things that you desire in your life, it is just an indication that you are not vibrating at the frequency of the divine 9. Now, it is so important every single day in every aspect of your life that you recognize that life is about love. Life is about joy. Life is about peace. Life is about patience. Life is about kindness. Life is about goodness. Life is about gentleness. Life is about faithfulness. And life is about self-control. It is so important to remember these divine 9 in every aspect of your life. Because if you have a desire, the only reason why you have that desire is because you believe that you will feel better in the acquiring of that desire. So that means your goal is to feel better. because I feel like I would be happier. I would feel lighter. I would feel a weight lifted off of my shoulders. I would feel love if I were to acquire this thing. So that means that the goal is to feel better. So if you can look at the fruit of the Spirit, if your mission, forget about the physical manifestation of the thing and look at the actual vibrational frequency of your inner being and recognize that that is the goal more than the physical manifestation. So why not just focus on feeling better, right? And a lot of what you feel on a day-to-day basis is based off of your thinking, right? Because you become what you think about. When you feel a negative emotion, it is a product of a thought that you have had about a certain experience. Because you don't feel that way when you're meditating. You don't feel that way when you're sleeping, right? When you're completely aligned, when your mind is quiet and you're not actively thinking, it is almost impossible to experience a negative emotion because the vibrational frequency of divine thought is the divine nine. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. So if you're not experiencing those nine, that means you are actively thinking about things that are bringing your vibrational frequency down. You are in the process of constantly lowering your vibrational frequency by focusing on things that bring you down, that make you feel sad. And so you believe that you have a sad life. You believe that sadness or hurt or destruction or deceit or untrustworthiness is persistent in your life, but it's because your thought on those things are persistent in your life. So it is then very important. It becomes the most important thing that you can do every single day is to align back with the divine nine, that vibrational frequency of your inner being, the vibrational frequency of source energy. If you think about something that does not want to exist, or that wants to exist, right? So imagine, like, just think about what existence is. You have exists or doesn't exist. And the only difference between something that doesn't exist and something that does exist is the desire to, right? So the desire to exist. So if you want to exist, why would you want to exist? If you want anything, remember, you want something because you believe you will feel better in the having of it. So that means that existence itself believes that feeling better will come from existence itself. So existence is about feeling better because that's just the constant need, right? When you are born, you are striving to stay alive because you believe that staying alive is better than dying. Right? You believe that staying alive is better than not existing. So your whole goal should be aligning with the fruit of the Spirit. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. That is it. And if you were to vibrate at the frequency of the divine nine, then everything that you would desire will manifest itself. Because we live in a vibrational world. We see, hear, taste, touch, smell vibrational frequencies. We are constantly translating vibrational frequencies. right? So the vibrational frequency of your vision, or the vibrational frequency of light, is translated into your vision and translated into sight. Right? The vibrational frequency of smells is translated into things that smell, right? So into your ability to smell, your olfactory senses. The vibrational frequency of objects, right? We translate via our touch. And so we live in a vibrational world. We learned that when we see things, we're actually seeing a reflection of light. We're seeing, when we look at things, we're looking at a reflection of the vibrational frequency that is emitted by the sun. We couldn't see anything if it weren't for the sun, right? So the vibrational frequency that is emanating from the sun, we're able to then translate, and we see it as sight. So we live in a vibrational world, and our thoughts are no different. Our thoughts are the original vibrational frequency. Thoughts they don't even exist in time, right? You can't measure the length of a thought or the time of a thought in the three-dimensional sense. So thoughts create your reality. That's where everything is birthed, because a belief is a thought that you continue to think, and you believe that you will feel better in the having of the thing that you want. So then in order to change your beliefs, you just change your thoughts. You focus on your thoughts, your mentality. And if you want anything, the focus should be on thoughts that make you feel good, because the goal is to attract things in your life that feel good. The goal is to attract things in your life that you desire, not things in your life that you don't desire. And you vibrate and you attract whatever vibrational frequency you're vibrating on, right? There's like a test. I want you to look around your room. I want you to close your eyes. Well, first I want you to look around your room, and I want you to close your eyes and think about everything in the room that you saw that was brown, right? And if you look around and you start looking at all the things in the room that you saw that were brown, then I want you to close your eyes and think about all the things that you saw that was green. You didn't think about what you saw that was green because you weren't looking for it, right? If you're looking for something very specific, you're going to find it. If you're thinking about green, you're not going to notice brown. If you're thinking about brown, you're not going to notice green, right? And so is the same thing with your life, with things that you desire and things that you don't desire. We're spending a lot of time looking at things that bring us down, that hurt us, that make us sad. And so we're not able to see the things that bring us love, that remind us of joy, that remind us of peace. We are constantly inundating our lives with negative energy and negative emotions. And this is why you are not rich yet. This is why you don't have wealth, because you don't notice the wealth that you have. You don't notice the abundance that you already possess. You're so focused on the lack that you're creating more lack. We live in a vibrational world, and the more that you focus on the vibrational frequency of lack, the more you're creating a bigger ripple, a tidal wave of lack, so to speak. Because it's a vibrational frequency, and a vibrational frequency is a wave. We live in waves. Everything is a wave. And we can understand it when we look at the ocean, when we look at water. Water is the perfect analogy of how life works. Because water just flows. Water just accepts. whatever energy is given to it. If you hit water, right, it'll make a certain type of wave. If you move water softly, it'll make a different type of wave. Water just flows, and water can destroy, water can make life, depending on how it's used. Right? And so you have to recognize that your thoughts are the same way. Your thoughts operate on a vibrational frequency. And you can use your thoughts in a very negative fashion that brings about chaos in your life, or you can use your thoughts to bring about peace in your life. And what I love about the fruit of the Spirit is that it always is available to you. It is never ending. There is no way to get rid of the fruit of the Spirit and your connection to it. Only you can cut off your connection. And when you cut off your connection to the fruit of the Spirit, you're distancing yourself from the things that you believe will bring you love, joy, peace, and patience and light. And so you don't have those things. You don't have the very fundamental nature of everything that you desire in life. You don't have the very fundamental positive elements of what you desire in life, because you're so focused on the things that bring you down. You're so focused on what other people are doing. Nothing that anyone does outside of you matters. You are the center of your universe, truly. And you have the power to shift your universe, because embedded inside of you is a spark of divinity that is of the same caliber as the energy that created everything, because it is the same energy that created everything. The spark of divinity that is housed within inside of your own being. We call it your inner being. We call it source energy, because it is the source of everything. And you're cutting yourself off by being so inundated by what is. You're looking at all this thing that hurts me, this thing that makes me sad, that you're creating more sadness. And so your goal in life should be to focus on the divine nine, because otherwise you will never be rich. You will never be rich until you recognize the riches that you have. You will never be rich until you recognize that you already have what you want. Everything that you desire in your life is already manifested. Now, will you experience its manifestation? That is yet to be shown. The only way you would experience the manifestation of your desires is if you vibrate on the frequency of those desires. You have to sync up with those desires. You have to sync up with those feelings, those thoughts. You're not going to focus on lack and get abundance. There is no happy ending to a miserable life. There is no happy ending to a miserable journey. There is only a happy ending to a happy journey. And so the goal should be finding happiness where you're at right now. Think about yourself going on a journey, going on a vacation. When you go on a vacation, when you're going on a vacation, you're not miserable about the fact that you're about to go and I'm not there yet. Why not? No, you already know you're going on the journey and you're excited about the journey of it. And you know that the final destination is back where you started, at your home. But that doesn't stop you from going on the journey, because you know that going on the journey is the point. Going on the journey towards what you desire is the point. Being there isn't the point. Even though you kind of tricked yourself into thinking, oh yeah, if I get to Cancun, if I get to Costa Rica, then I will be happy. No, you're happy just knowing that you're going. Knowing that you're going is enough. Knowing you're going. I'm going. I'm going. And I can be happy right where I'm at. I can be happy in my bed thinking about going on this trip. I'm happy. I can be happy on the plane thinking about going on this trip. I can be happy in the taxi thinking about going on this trip. I can be happy knowing that I manifested that trip. It's possible. It's happening. Even before it has happened, a million things could happen. You're not focused on, well, somebody's probably going to cut me off in traffic and I'm probably going to miss my flight and I'm probably not going to be able to afford it and I'm probably not going to be able to get on the plane and they're probably going to stop me and it's probably going to be raining when I get there and it's probably going to be a miserable trip and there's probably going to be somebody that I don't like there. You don't think like that when you're going on a vacation. In fact, you think the opposite. You're like, oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait. This is so awesome. And that's how your life should be. That's how you should be thinking about life all the time. That's how you should be thinking about your riches. Stop focusing on the fact that you're not rich yet. Because you are rich. It already has manifested. You're already doing it. You're already making the money. It's already coming. You already have millions in your bank. And now your only goal is to vibrate on the frequency of how you will feel when you achieve those things. And if you can do that without achieving those things, that's how you achieve those things. People think that once it's manifested, then I will feel better. But that's not how it works. Because you cannot have a happy ending to a miserable journey. It does not work like that. Life doesn't work that way. And it's important to remember that, especially on this Monday, as you start your week. You're at a job that is less than ideal, but this is the journey. You know where you're headed. You know what you desire, and you know that you're deserving of it. And you have to recognize you're deserving of it. Because you're the center of your universe. You're a good person. You're aligning yourself with the fruit of the Spirit every day. You're getting better at it every single day. And you love this area of your life that you're at. Because this is part of the story. This is the part of the story that you get to tell to your loved ones. This is how I did it. This is how I was able to do it. Look, I started here and then I got here. And so it's all part of the journey. It's all part of the growth. And you got to take advantage of where you are, the position that you're in from where you're at. You have to take advantage of that space and recognize there are always advantages to where you are versus where you're going. There are always advantages. A lot of people want to be rich, want to have $1 billion successful business, but they don't know what troubles come with that. That comes with its own troubles. A lot of people have never had that much responsibility to feel like they are responsible for so many people. To feel like their schedule is always booked. And they feel obligated to make the right decision. The pressure that it takes for you to make the right decision. Think about how you think about rich people. Oh, you should be doing this with your money. You should be doing that with your money. Why aren't you doing this? Why is this? Like, just always constantly judging you. And if that's how you think about rich people, it's going to be real hard for you to become rich because you really don't want it. If you're thinking about rich people that way, then you're basically standing in the way of your future manifestation of being rich. Because you're judging yourself. Your inner being is like, oh, I guess, well, like if we're talking about being, rich people are evil and horrible and they don't know how to help people, like, why would your inner being feel like being rich? Your inner being's like, all right, well, we don't want to vibrate on that frequency. We're obviously not at that frequency, so let's not worry about being rich. Let's stay where we're at, because obviously where we're at is better than being called evil just because we're rich. Your inner being is always wanting to bring you joy and peace and patience and light and love. So that should be the goal always. So I want you all this week to remember that you have everything in your power to bring about the riches that you desire. You have the riches that you desire. Remember the joy in the journey, that you always have access to the fruit of the Spirit. You always have access to love. You always have access to joy. You can just sync up with love and joy. And if you can't find a thought that reminds you of love and joy and peace, then it is a clear indication that you need to quiet your mind. You need to stop everything. Stop. Quiet your mind, meditate, watch a movie that makes you laugh, go to sleep, do something, take a nap, whatever it is, exercise, do something that takes your mind off of thinking, because obviously you're thinking you're addicted to negative thinking right now. And so you need to cut it off. Remind yourself of joy. Because that's the only way that you're going to manifest the riches that you desire. Because the riches that you desire, you believe you'll feel better at. So there's two requirements here, that you have riches and that you feel better. And you can't have the riches right now because you don't feel better. So if you can do half of it, which is really like 80% of it, 80% of it is just the feeling better right now. Finding ways to remind yourself of love. Wow, there's so much love in my life. Oh man, I love this thing. Oh man, like this brings me so much joy to do. For me, it's playing video games. For me, is going skating. These are two things I know, like it's real simple for me to do. I feel great doing them. If I play video games, if I go skating, I feel just great. I feel amazing. I can put my mind on things. I can listen to inspirational podcasts online. And it feels so wonderful. And so I want you to remember always that's the focus, to align yourself there. And then everything that you desire will come. Everything that you believe you will feel better in the having of it will come because you already feel better. So the mission is to feel better. Feel better right now. Nobody is stopping you. There is no law against feeling love. There is no law against feeling joy. Nobody can stop you, even if there was a law. Nobody can stop you from feeling joy, even if you're locked in a ditch. And you're locked in a cell in solitary confinement and they've thrown away the key. No one can change how you feel. You have the power to change how you feel. And how you feel is a direct correlation to what you're thinking. The thoughts that you are deciding to think. And if you're constantly feeling negative, it's just indication that you are sloppy in your thinking. And you have to get real with yourself about that. And it's okay. It's okay to admit that. It's better to admit that. I've been sloppy in my thinking. I'm not really, I'm just allowing myself to keep thinking these thoughts that bring me down. So get real clear about the thoughts that you want to have. And if you can't, if it's really challenging, quiet your mind. I promise. When you quiet your mind, like right when you wake up or when you go to sleep and your body's at peace and everything is at peace and your mind is just able to dream, it syncs back up with source energy. It syncs back up with the fruit of the spirit. It syncs back up with your inner being. And it's all love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. And when you wake up, I'm awake. Wake up with a smile on your face. Don't do the sloppy thinking thing where you start thinking about negative stuff. And if you start thinking about negative things, you have about 16 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. You have about 16 seconds before that thought syncs up with another thought, and then you build momentum on that thought. So you can do that with positive thoughts or negative thoughts. But either way, you have about 16 seconds before those thoughts start to compound and bring other thoughts like it. And that's how you manifest those things in your life. So if you wake up, if you start feeling some negative thinking, you got 16 seconds to change that. You got 16 seconds to shift, right? Focus on things that bring you joy. Go to sleep with really positive music, positive sounds, positive meditations. There's so many free things on YouTube that you can find. Positive aspirations, positive mind movies and hypnoses and all types of stuff that you can find. There's so much content out there. Do not go to bed watching the news. Don't do it. Don't go to bed watching the news. I don't even go to bed watching action movies anymore because I realize it really affects my dreams. And I wake up like, I'm like, damn, why was I on the run from, I'm on the run from the government and stuff. Like, I don't want that type of energy when I'm sleeping. My sleep is my time to recharge, reconnect with source. And when I wake up, I want to be in a space where I feel truly connected to source energy, and I'm connected to the fruit of the spirit. I'm connected to the divine nine, and then I can start to manifest the things that I desire through aligning with the positive feelings that I believe that I will have by manifesting the thing. I don't need the manifested thing to feel good. Contrary to popular belief, you don't need the manifested reality in order to feel good, because the feeling of feeling good is a spiritual experience. And the spiritual does not require the manifested. Okay? Do not get lost in the manifested reality. We keep looking at what is this thing, this person hurt me and this person did this and this thing that. None of that matters. The spirit is always aligned with the divine nine. So that should be your goal. And then everything that you manifest there on out will be positive. And you'll focus on the positive too. You'll look at the things, wow, this person is so amazing. Yeah, sometimes they do things that I don't really support, but I'm not focused on that because I don't want to manifest more of that. I don't want to vibrate at that and ripple that back. I don't want to volley that. I don't want that to come back to me, to ricochet back to me. So what I'm going to do is focus on the things that bring me joy, the things that I love, the things that are positive and that are in light about this person, about this thing, about this job that I have. Oh my gosh, like I love that I have this security. I love this ability to, come into work and, and know the consistency is going to be. I love that. I love that about this job. And I love that it's teaching me some aspect that I can use in my journey to being the CEO that I desire to be. And I love that I get to work on this ground level, because I feel like CEOs today are so out of touch, and it feels like they've never done, a ground level job, an entry level job, and they don't know how to talk to people. So I'm so grateful to be at this point in my journey where I know how to talk to people at this level, so that when I become the CEO, which I know will happen, it's in my journey, just like I know I'm going on vacation. I know that this thing is going to happen. And so I can look at this, I can look at my job in positive light. I can look at where I'm at. Wow, this is so great. This is going to be so awesome from where I am right now. So thank you for this moment. Thank you for this reality. I'm so grateful to be right where I'm at, because this is going to make me the best CEO ever. This is going to make me the best type of rich person, the type of rich person that I love, the type of rich person that I believe exists because I exist and I am rich. The type of generosity that rich people have, I am. You have everything in your life that you desire right now, and you have to vibrate on the frequency of that desire to manifest more of it. Vibrate on the frequency of what you believe you will feel when that thing is manifested. Be there right now in your spirit. Quiet your mind. Oh my gosh, I love all these things. This is great. This is awesome. Do things that bring you energy, right? Manifest more of that. And the more that you manifest that spiritual feeling, the more you will manifest the true, the manifested reality. All right. So that's my message today, man. That's what I hope to leave you all here with this week. And I'm so grateful for you all watching and joining and commenting. It really makes me feel great. I love doing this. I love getting to talk to y'all and getting to talk to myself too. I don't want y'all to feel like I'm just talking at you and that I'm just, I know that, you know what? I'm going to focus on the positive. I appreciate everybody who is inspired by these messages that I give, and I am so grateful for your attention, for giving me this time to be able to align and speak and figure out what I want and desire, and to see the manifested reality of every single day changing the world one conversation at a time. And that's my goal, and I feel like I'm doing that from the place that I'm at. So I truly appreciate it, and I'm so happy to do this every week. And just like that, we wrapping up another fantastic session here on Ace Anderson Live. Big love and shout out to each and every one of you that joined us live this morning. Your energy and insights truly light up my soul, my spirit, and this community, and push us all toward leveling up in every way possible. Now, don't forget, we're here every Monday morning bringing that heat to start your week off right. Now, if today's conversation got you fired up, inspired, or just curious to learn more, please drop a comment. I'm going to post this on my Instagram, but it's also for all of those of you who wanted me to save this video, it will be saved on YouTube, on Facebook. I believe Twitch, it's up there for a couple of days, but if you want to find me on YouTube, you can just look up Ace Anderson and you should be able to find this live stream posted. And please subscribe to my YouTube. I'm really trying to build up a community there as well, but I truly appreciate y'all for watching and joining in. And on all of those videos, please leave a comment, about topics that you'd love to talk about and would love to hear, because, this is something that's really important to me. And I want to make sure I'm talking about things that you desire, whatever questions that you have. Somebody asked what time Monday. So I've been experimenting with the times. Monday mornings, But you guys let me know what time works best for you between 6 and 9. So 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is the time I try to go live between. At first I started doing 5 a.m. and then, it's like that was cool, but also like I wanted to be able to wake up early enough and like have my day get started a little bit, rather than like what was happening is I was like waking up and rushing into doing this live stream at 5 a.m. And so I wasn't really in the mental place. I didn't get to meditate. I didn't get to do a lot of the spiritual practices that I wanted to do for myself first. And so then I started pushing it back a little bit. And then I felt like, maybe 8 o'clock was a better time for people. So I'm thinking it'll be more so around like 7:30, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, you guys let me know. I'm still experimenting with it, still trying to figure out exactly how I want to go about it and what the format of the show is, how long we'll go for, questions and answers, whether I'll bring guests on to go live with me. And but we're just growing. We're constantly evolving, and I love that. So please tell a friend, because word of mouth is the best influencer. Keep Ace Boogie in your thoughts and prayers, and I promise to do the same. Also follow me on all social media platforms at Ace Shot That, because remember, we're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, what's the other thing called? LinkedIn. And so come follow your boy, and let's keep the A-team growing strong. Until next time, and remember, y'all, to always align yourself with truth, trust, and patience, and I promise you will ace your life. Peace out, y'all.